Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to get on. I need to lower this, by the way. Folks, I'm really excited to get on um, and share something that I really believe is going to make the biggest impact in so many people's lives. And so, if you're on this live for the first time, welcome to this live. Thank you so much for hopping on. My name is Troy. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona. I have lived here my whole life. And I'm really excited to get on here and really talk about something that is changing so many people's lives. Okay. And if you are somebody who is struggling with your health in some way, this information could change your life. And if there's somebody that you love and you care about that needs to hear this, feel free to share this live with them so that they can hop on, they can listen, they can ask questions, they can be a part of this live. And so, really want to welcome each and every one of you to this live. I'm going to be talking about something that literally affects 93% of people worldwide. And most people, they don't even know that they have it. And so, as you hop on this live, right, as I get started, if you wouldn't mind, drop your location in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Okay. In order to build a big business, okay. Let me see here. Who is this person? Sharon, I appreciate you. I actually know Sharon Lechter from when I was with Transamerica and World Financial Group. And I certainly appreciate her jumping on this live, but I don't appreciate marketing. But folks, as you hop on this live, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Okay. And to build a big business, you need to solve a major problem. And right now, the biggest health problem in the world is insulin resistance. Houston, Texas, love it. SoCal, Rhode Island, love it. I'm in Arizona. We've got a few people in Arizona here, but thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you so much for letting me know where you guys are tuning in from. Okay. I am very passionate about getting on here. I love talking to people. I love connecting with people. More importantly, I love helping people. Okay. And so if this is your first time to my live, I hope that you'll follow me and I hope that you'll continue to, watch the videos and the educational things that I do that helps teach people what insulin resistance is. And so, Catfish Cajun, thank you so much for hopping on. But so thank you so much. And Slen 5R, I love it. I love that verse. It's a great scripture. Okay. Los Angeles, California, love it. And folks, if this is your first time to my live, thank you. If there's any questions that you have, please let me know. Drop them in the chat. My goal is to help share information that I truly believe can make an impact. And as I mentioned, in order to build a big business or to make a big impact, you've got to be able to solve a really big problem. And insulin resistance is the biggest health issue in the world. And so my focus is on insulin resistance, which is the root cause behind metabolic health issues like obesity, diabetes, fatty liver disease, Alzheimer's, dementia, heart disease, PCOS, right? There's 26% of American women that are struggling with PCOS. What about erectile dysfunction? What about autoimmune issues like lupus and rheumatoid arthritis and Crohn's disease? By the way, insulin resistance is what causes those things. There's an astounding 93% of American adults that are metabolically unhealthy. And so if you struggle with belly fat or skin tags or inflammation, insulin resistance might be at play. That's what causes over 90% of all the chronic issues that we have. Think about your family reunion. Okay, how many of your loved ones face these health challenges? You know, if I walk outside and I throw a pebble down the street, I'm going to know at least 10 people that are affected by these issues. Now, let me ask you a question. If you had a solution to the problem insulin resistance, so if you had a solution to this problem, whose life could you change? Imagine saving lives and reducing suffering globally. Like, whose life would you change? Who would you share it with? What impact do you think that you would have on the world? What I love about what it is that I'm doing, and as you can see, what's in here is the Feel Great system, is we have that solution to the problem of insulin resistance. It is validated by over 24 clinical studies. It is listed in the physician's desk reference. It's HSA and FSA qualified. It is drug-free. It's classified as a nutraceutical. It's not a pharmaceutical, folks. And if you know the difference, right? Pharmaceuticals are meds and drugs. Nutraceutical is made from plants and food. And we have the solution to the biggest health problem in the world. And hardly anybody knows about it. It is licensed in over 66 countries. It's exclusive. It cannot be copied. It's affordable at just about $5 a day. The protocol includes 2 products. One that you take whenever you're not eating, right, fasting, and the other you take right before your largest meal. And what's amazing about the Feel Great system and why I teach it is because it helps to control your blood sugar and your insulin, right? Insulin is the key, right? We've got to get your insulin under control, okay? Most people have no idea that insulin resistance, that they even have it because nobody talks about it. And we have a proof of a solution that's available in 66 countries. Okay, one you take again when you're fasting, the other before you eat your biggest meal. And it controls your blood sugar, controls your insulin. It promotes your body's ability to start burning your stored FAT. And what it does is it helps to reduce metabolic damage. Think of all the damage that is happening by insulin resistance. It's guaranteed to work. You can actually confirm that this is working with a simple blood test through your doctor. And what's interesting is that I want to show you this because I think that this will put into perspective, right? This is what I consider competition, okay? Now, look at this. So we have a solution to the problem of insulin resistance, and nobody knows about it. This product disrupts the pharmaceutical industry. Think about this. Unlike drug-based competitors, okay, we offer a natural, cost-effective alternative to the medications that are often prescribed with no adverse side effects. Our solution is just as effective and often works better. It is better tolerated. It is more affordable. It provides lasting health benefits. And again, hardly anybody knows about it. This is why I love getting on here and sharing this, because 93% of people have what is called insulin resistance. And far too often, all we are doing is we're throwing medications at our symptoms, but they don't fix the root cause. If you want to fix the root cause, we've got to address it at the cellular level and stop treating the symptoms. If we're just treating the symptoms, folks, we're not getting better. We're managing our symptoms. And one of the reasons why I get on every single day, because I think it's important for people to understand, number one, why we have these health issues. And more importantly, what are some things that you and I can do that can help improve our health in a way that doesn't need medications or diets or injections or anything else. And for those of you that are on a medication, okay, you don't have to wait to fix your health. I am living proof. I am somebody in November of 2014, I donated a kidney to my sister's husband. And I'm super grateful for that. Okay. Donated a kidney to my sister's husband, November 2014. It was 7 years later when my doctor diagnosed me with stage 4 kidney disease. And he said, Troy, you need to lose some weight. You need to change your diet. And if you're unwilling to make these changes, you're going to you're basically going to end up on dialysis. Okay. And catfish Cajun, right? I had stage 4 kidney disease. I didn't even know that I had it. My doctor prescribed a medication. The medication did not make things better. It actually made things worse. And it wasn't until 2.5 years later when a friend of mine, who I've known her and her husband for 15, 16 years, she reached out to me and all she said is that you need to look into the Feel Great system, which is what I have linked here. Folks, this is the only clinically proven natural alternative to the statin medications that doctors prescribe. This is a natural metformin and natural GLP-1. It does the same thing as medications, but without the side effects. Doctors don't even know that it exists. It's listed in the PDR. And if you guys don't know what the PDR is, the PDR.net is where doctors prescribe from. It's called the physician's desk reference, or now it's called the prescriber's digital reference. Every medication that exists is listed in the PDR. Now, some of you might be asking, well, why is this listed if it's not a medication? There's more than 24 clinical studies on these products that can prove and guarantee you that they work. You can actually prove that with your own blood work. Now, why am I saying this? It's because far too often we are throwing medications at our symptoms, but they don't fix the root cause. If your cells are sick, you are sick. If your cells are healthy, you are healthy. What I love about the tea that I'm sipping on, it's a chlorogenic acid tea. It's a yerba mate, okay? The first is made from the yerba mate plant, but it's loaded with theobromine and chlorogenic acid. It is clinically shown to boost your body's own production of GLP-1. It turns off the food noise. It reduces your cravings. It improves your mental clarity. And it helps you to do intermittent fasting. And if you've never done intermittent fasting, I always encourage people, if you're starting out, start out with 12 to 13 hours. And what you want to do is you want to increase this by an hour or 2 hours every single day until before you know it, you're skipping breakfast. Now, why am I sharing this? I wish I would have known about this 21 years ago. My dad passed away. What? Hmm. There was not one thing in my life